sports. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the winners of 5 straight, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying.
All kinds of running room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Toppin. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down. Get a new set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Gets away from one, finds room. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he got loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. To the ground with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Illinois lining up quickly. They're going to ride this running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illini! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Trying the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, up and.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to pass, it's Brock. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They're bringing heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Illinois right back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. From the gun, running back gets to give.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He'll run it again. Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The give to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to 5th.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Powers through the defender. The Pirates get enough for the 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer us. And that ball is picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll set up to throw. They're trying to get to him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
The Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. It's a draw. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now they'll run the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the 1st down marker. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Works the middle of the field. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Pirates with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And the pummeling has started.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 22 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line, and the coverage team able to make the tackle. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're...
And the ball squirted out. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field. Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking downfield, it's Brock. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The Pirates have moved it inside the 20. Back to the air one more time. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
Touchdown ECU! And the stomping has commenced. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. East Carolina, 42, Illinois.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Handoff to the single back. Shows him the stiff arm.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground. For the
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown, Pirates! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here. We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same.
Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's complete on the right side. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Brock. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Can't connect on his first throw.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And the defense drags him down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still...
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking to move it through the air. Just a little off. Incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Some misdirection with the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a catch and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Brock. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. The Pirates want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Liberty put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Flames had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. On first down from their own 22. He wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown ECU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
77, Illinois, 10.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And the Pirates will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Brock. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
nice job on this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Offense set on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they got it at the 33. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Brock. Gonna try to get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking for space to the left. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another